happens in the car, and you have your way of explaining what happened, they have their way of explaining what happened, and nobody really knows what happened, there's no way to prove it. It's their word against yours. Well, that's never gonna happen again, because Minolta has a very cool product. It's called the Dash Cam. It's a 1080p full high definition camera. Comes with everything you need. You mount it on your dash. It's a mere $56.99. We've always sold this for $99. It's sold out at $99. We have a blowout while supplies last price for our President's Weekend. I expect every one of these to disappear. We have it in 4 great colors for you. So I'll show you that real quickly. We can offer it in black. We also are offering it in silver. It's really a cute little camera. So black, silver, we have gold, and then we also have red. Gold is the most limited, just to give you a heads up on that. But at the end of the day, it's all metal. This has glass optics. This is not a little cheapo camera. This is a metal camera with glass optics. A lot of them out there, they're plastic and plastic. It's a lot of plastic going on. This is not. So it's beautifully made, and it is the, again, first time ever at $59. Joe Harrison, we're keeping you busy today.
Keep me busy, but for great reasons. This is keeping people protected.
You're right.
Because you're spending a lot of money on a car.
You're right.
And then what happens, you get into an accident, you said it perfectly, it's one story versus somebody else.
That's right.
And that story, that situation happens every 3 seconds in the United States, there's an accident. And it's even one of those situations where every major intersection, do you notice there are always billboards for attorneys saying, did you just get into an accident? Because they know that's sue somebody, but this is a great way to no longer say it's my story versus their story. Let's let the dash cam tell the story. And Colleen said it perfectly. All metal housing, glass optics that are on here, the best video resolution that we have ever had. And why does glass matter compared to plastic? Well, plastic has tiny little air bubbles in it that cause a little haze over the video. Glass is absolutely picture perfect. That's why if you have eyeglasses, they're made out of glass, not made out of plastic. It also, what it does is as soon as you turn on the car, it automatically starts recording. As soon as you turn the car off, it automatically stops recording. It has a sensor that's in there, and it detects if you slammed into your brakes or somebody hits you, it locks down that video clip for 3 to 5 minutes.
So Joe, I don't have to turn it on.
You don't.
It just automatically does it. That's fabulous.
It's one of those things where
I want one of these.
It's like insurance. You know, you have the insurance, and you hope you never have to use it.
Absolutely
but it's
right.
there.
And it's 59 bucks. You know what? I mean, I'm sure you deal with what we deal with here too, but our traffic down here.
No,
it's scary.
It's
Our #1 industry in Florida is tourism. We love having you visit, come on down. However, most of the people on the road don't have any idea where they're going. I'm serious about this, and especially this is like spring break season. This is when all our snowbirds are here. Again, we love our snowbirds, but again, they're not that experienced out there on the roads, and it is downright like you're taking your life in your hands every time you get out there. And I really do feel that way. I mean, it's really nerve-wracking. Just the idea that if something happens, we've all done it. I mean, I think most of us have been in some kind of an accident, fender bender, and then it's always their word against your word. This doesn't lie. This tells the total truth. It is right there. It's recording for you automatically. And even on impact, does it keep recording, Joe?
It keeps recording. It has a battery that's built into it. So most modern cars, when you get into an accident, it's designed to cut the power to the car.
Wow.
It's a safety feature.
Wow.
But this has a battery, so it keeps recording. Not only video, also the audio too. So if the guy comes up and says, I'm sorry I hit you, then the police show up and they're like, well, I didn't say that. So this is recording what he said. It records the audio too. It's incredible. Like people have been YouTube stars because you can also record. Like my daughter loves singing in the back seat. So you can turn this around. You can have a lot of fun with it. But wait a minute.
So you really could do that?
Oh, absolutely.
And how would I transfer the video from there to my
So we give you a little memory card.
Okay.
And the memory card's gonna be able to, it constantly records. It does something called cyclical recording. So it records for a couple of hours. And then once it fills up, it deletes the old stuff and keeps recording the new. So if you get into an accident, it locks down that video clip so it can't be recorded. There's one touch button that if your kids are singing, you know, we talked about your granddaughter, she's singing in the backseat of the car, you can lock down that little video clip.
We are renaming this. This is the Minolta Carpool Karaoke Cam. Oh, yes!
I mean, it's incredible audio, incredible video too.
Fun! Because it goes right on the dash. And it's a really great camera. It's 1080p, it's high definition, it has the whole thing. Okay, here's what's left. 300 in the red, We have 300 in the gold, and not even. Now, a few more than 200 in the red, same with the gold. We have a few in the silver, a few in the black. This is the lowest price, blowout price. It's the #1 camera of its kind on the market, right,
It is.
Joe?
Minolta is our top-selling brand here at HSN, but these are the best features. We talked about glass optics. I want to show you the video because that's where it really matters for you. A friend of mine who helps me out, he travels to Europe. He travels all around. He's a lucky guy. But he takes this with him because it now becomes his vacation video. He was driving through the Swiss Alps, and look how stunning that is. Once in a lifetime trip, he's not going to stop in the middle of the Autobahn and take a photo with his cell phone, but his dash camera is recording all of it. But we talked about this being automatic. Here we are above ground, it's nice and bright. Watch, Colleen, as we go into, it starts to get a little dark, and then boom. It's like every single light in the world came on. It automatically adjusts for the low light situation. So you just drive, and it will automatically record for you. Now, the reason why you want to have these is because, yes, there are crazy drivers. Like this guy, I've got a green light. This guy clearly thinks his green light is more important than my green light. I should be going, but he thinks it's his green light. This is me coming home. I was coming home from HSN, pulling into my neighborhood. Let me fast forward just a little bit there. But as I'm getting ready to pull in, I have a gate that's up here. The kids did not see me coming because these bushes were all in the way. Watch what happens as I'm coming into my neighborhood, only going about 10 or 15 miles an hour. All of a sudden, the kids came out, didn't see me. I had to slam on my brakes. Would have been a horrific thing had that happened, but you never know what's coming jumping out of the bushes. Here we are, got a green light. I should be staying in my lane. All of a sudden, everybody decides to cut into your lane. So how do I prove that I was driving in this lane and this guy wasn't? That's what my dash cam does. Even that guy snuck in there right at the last minute. How many times do you see this? People miss their turn. This guy was in the middle lane and says, I'm gonna make a right turn from the middle lane. That guy slammed on his brakes. That guy slams on his brakes. This is stuff that happens every single day. That guy's making an illegal U-turn. This guy is stopping right in the middle to turn and blocking traffic. This is the type of stuff where a simple little accident, even though we're only going 10 or 15 miles an hour in some of these,
right.
At 15 miles an hour, two cars hit one another, that's thousands of dollars of damage. Somebody's got to pay for it. Do you take that chance or do you get a dash cam?
I think every single car should have one of these in it.
One of these days, I hope it's going to be a standard.
It should just be in there, like a speedometer, right? Because let's face it, this actually, it's so much better. First of all, it's so nice to have it all documented. It actually makes everybody a safer driver when you know that everybody has a camera. So then the guy who's going to cut you off might think twice about doing that, knowing that everything is going to be videotaped if all cars have this inside. If you'd like to order it, I don't know that we get this back at this price. It's a blowout price. We've never sold it at this price, so it is the lowest possible that we could do. It's a solid, I love that it's a really good camera. It's the #1 best in class. It's Minolta. So it's our top camera brand, but moreover, in the category of these great dash cams, this is as good as it gets. It's metal, it has 1080p, high definition. It automatically turns on when you turn the car off, automatically turns itself off when you turn the car off, and then it will keep recording for you, even if your battery, if you get in an accident, right, Joe?
Right, it has a battery that's already built into it, so it's designed to continue recording in case even your car has zero power. And this is such an easy thing to add to your car. I know you're probably thinking, do I really want to add this technology? Once I show you how simple it is, everybody can do it. It has a basic suction cup mount. So pick where you want to have this mounted on your windshield. I have mine in the middle. My wife likes to have hers way over on the left side. I actually have mine tucked right behind the rearview mirror.
That's a good idea.
It's even something that you can't even see. We have ours right down below. But you can see, I can point it forward, I can point it to the back, or I can point it to the side. Anywhere the action is, it's going to be able to record. Now, once you go ahead and mount it, we give you an extra long cable. That gives you about 8 feet worth of cable that can plug directly into that power adapter. Colleen, that's it. You are done. Now, what do? You turn the car on. When you get their car in the morning, it automatically starts recording.
Now, my adapter wouldn't go up. Mine would be going down.
It can go down. Well, we give you extra long cable. It's
I'm just wondering, where's it going up here? This cord should actually be going down, right, into the adapter.
Well, what they do is, I don't have the extended cable. So you can tuck it between the window and the trim of the vehicle to make it look like a professional installation. So now there's no cables anywhere whatsoever.
I'm wondering why you've got the cord, but we don't actually have a real car set up here. So it would be hidden.
Let's hide it. And nobody knows. And this is the great thing about the dash cam, because then you start to forget about it. Or if you think about your son or daughter taking the car for the very first time, Colleen talking about, are your kids going to be a safer driver? absolutely, if they know mom and dad can now review that footage.
Oh, that's
know
brilliant.
Who came in the car with them?
Yes.
What are they doing? Are they on their cell phone? This is going to keep your kids, safer drivers.
Better drivers, knowing mom and dad can check the tape. Mom and dad
That's exactly
can
what it
check
is.
the tape every single time they use your car. That is great.
Well,
it's great. It's fun if you use it for karaoke, carpool karaoke. It's fun because it gives you peace of mind knowing that if anything does happen, you have eyes and ears watching and listening for you. As a parent, it gives you peace of mind. I mean, that's the beauty of this. As I said, I think every car should have one. Okay, if you want yours though, red is very limited here. If you want the red one, good luck. Gold also. These are the two that will sell out first. We have the classic silver. We also have the black. And it's Minolta. You see that name, you know it's going to be a good camera.
Been around for decades. They started as a camera company, and then Colleen, they brought that camera technology to the dash cam. There are a lot of dash cams out there, and most of the dash cams are VGA quality, which is a little grainy. Like, do you ever see the news and they're like, do you recognize this person? And you can't tell whether it's a male or female because the video is so grainy. This is 1080p resolution with those glass optics. It's the only camera that we've had that have glass optics. That means the video is pure. It's 1080p resolution. It is incredibly stunning. I want to show you on my computer screen just for a second the reason why it's so good. You can pause it and you can then print off photos. You can see detail that you need. Because if you get into an accident, you need to know what the vehicle was. What's the license plate? What was that person what they look like? You need to know all that detail. And when you have 1080p resolution, that is as good as it gets when it comes to dash cams. But as you're recording these different moments, this is 100% automatic. Here I am driving down the highway at 65 miles an hour, but if you drive down through at 30 miles an hour, it doesn't matter. There's an accident every 3 seconds in the United States. Now at 55 miles an hour, there's a lot of damage. At 15 miles an hour, yes, there's still a lot of damage. Most accidents actually happen in parking lots. Somebody hits somebody else, and those aren't $100 fender benders. There's normally, it's expensive.
You're absolutely right.
It's up $1,000. So you think about, do you want to take the chance to get blamed for an accident, or do you want to have something that's no longer he said versus she said? It is now the dash cam telling the story. And Colleen, last year in early 2019, my insurance company actually gave me a discount.
Wow, did you have that in there?
I have a dash cam. My wife and I both have one. So because I won't get blamed for an accident, they don't have to pay out for an accident.
Right.
And it makes everybody honest. And I have a discount, and it definitely is saving me a lot more than what it costs just to get a dash cam.
Nice. All right, there is a clock up on the screen. We have a few hundred gone. We have a very limited amount of these. This is a blowout price for us today. We've never offered it at $59.95 before. It is on 5 payments, $11.40. So if you're a brand new customer and you love the idea of this, everybody knows Minolta. This is a really good camera. It's not a $59 camera in any way, shape, or form, just for the record. So if you are new, that means right now if you call us or log on to hsn.com, you spend $11.40. We'll send it home to you, put it in your car, give it a test drive. Check it out, see what you think, see if you like it. I think you're gonna love it. And if you decide you don't love it for whatever reason, you may return it. You have 30 days to make up your mind on that. So if you're new and you're looking for a dash cam, a karaoke cam, right? A teenage monitor driver cam, this is a fantastic thing for everybody, every one of us to have in our vehicles.
Well, every emergency vehicle has it. Police cars, fire trucks, ambulance, because they know crazy drivers that are out there. A slight little merge into your lane, you sometimes see it. You're driving next to somebody who's on their cell phone and they're slowly coming into your lane.
Right.
Somebody hits you because they're on their phone. How do you prove that? You can't unless you have a dash cam, and it records every second while you're on the road.
There we go. Okay, before I let Joe go, he's not gonna go too far because Joe is going to be joining me next hour, at the top of the hour, actually 35 minutes from now. We have
So excited.
the biggest, best value we have ever offered on a Dell computer. Dell is a premium computer brand. We offer Dell computers as today's special we do this one time a year. Dell is not a brand known for big discounts. They don't